What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fam, 49er gang? This is your boy Dion. I'm back here with another video. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so I can keep you up to date on everything San Francisco 49ers. With that being said, let's get right on into it, man. So this is gonna be an even quicker one. I know all the videos have been pretty short and stout. I think that's probably gonna help with things. But this is just the fullbacks, and there's only two fullbacks on the squad: Juice, Josh Hockett. So we all know who Juice is. If y'all don't know who Juice is and y'all new to the channel, my bad. That's Kyle Juszczyk. So let me tell y'all this, man. Juice is a flat out beast. Juice is great at what he is. He's a Swiss Army knife, and people don't expect what he does, and he does everything that he does at the top of his game. That's why we paid him all that money to come on over, because he's that great. And he's on his last year with us and his last contract. Now, there's a reason that we drafted this kid, Josh Hockett. He's 6'1", 225 pounds. He went to Fresno State. Josh Hockett had 75 carries for 287 yards, 3.8 yards per carry, but he had 9 touchdowns. He had 17 catches for 97 yards and 7 TDs in 2017. So you got to think about it. Why would you draft Josh Hockett? In hopes that he will suck up all of the information that he can from Juice. In hopes that he digests this playbook like nobody's business. And you feel comfortable going into the next year with the younger, cheaper option. This is the NFL, people. That is unfortunately how things work. And that is how things have been for years. They don't want to pay a veteran player to stay on the squad. Back in the day, you used to be able to keep a squad together for long periods of time. Why? Because you paid everybody. You know what I'm saying? You tried to make sure that you kept a core of the same people together, and you had them together for years. You know what I'm saying? So you had Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. You had Steve Young and Jerry Rice. You know, and then you had a slew of running backs that came through there. You had your Roger Craigs. You know, you had your Garrison Hurst. You had your Ricky Waters. You know, we had a variety of different people, but we try to keep as much of the same people and the core there, because that's what makes, you know, a team tick. But in this day and age, with players getting paid more and more money, contracts getting bigger and bigger, it makes it harder for you to be able to go ahead and pay a player the way you want to sometimes. And a lot of the times it is better for a team to just go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to take this younger, cheaper option. So that's the reason why you see Josh Hockett there. They probably will stash him on the practice squad because they know Juice will be playing, but they want him there because they want to have a viable backup for Juice to be able to, you know, compensate for if he gets hurt, because he got hurt last year. And what do? We had to throw Ross Dwelley in to be able to take his spot and fill in at fullback. So if you have a viable backup option, then you're hoping that it's a seamless transition for next year if you want to go younger and cheaper, and or it's a seamless transition to a fall if you have to have this dude come in this year. We don't want that to happen. We all want Juice to stay healthy. I love him. I think he's the greatest guy in the world when it comes to being a fullback. There is no other fullback better than him, and the guy just does shit you just don't expect. And another thing I wanted to touch on real quick, man, these people writing these articles just look for anything to try to get a headline. Somebody said that Juice was tired of being Jimmy G's bodyguard. He never said that, and he clarified that in his interview that he had on 49ers, the YouTube channel. You know, which to me is the crock of shit. People got to stop doing that. Don't write for likes and clout. I mean, I understand that that's part of your job, but at the end of the day, people, come on now. Really? You got to understand something. Our locker room is close-knit. You're not going to catch a bunch of bullshit coming out of there because they've been taught a certain way. Just as the Patriots had the Patriot way, we had the 49er way. And one of the things is we don't let shit get out that locker room. If he really did have a problem with Jimmy, you would never know about it. You may know about it after he leaves the team, because then he may feel free to be able to speak about it. He may still not at the time, even after. But he would never say something while he was there. And I don't believe that for one bit, man. Like, you serious? That's what your job is, to protect the quarterback. So you tired of doing your job? Like it didn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. But period, point blank, Juice is the starter. Josh Hogan is the backup. You probably have him stashed on the practice squad, and you'll hope that he can just continue to learn from Juice, soak up the playbook as much as he possibly can, and possibly be his eventual replacement. If they feel he's not ready, I'm pretty sure they'll try to give Juice like a lucrative 1 year deal to hold him over, to be able to give Hogan more time to be able to develop. But if they feel that he's good enough and he's ready, most likely, unfortunately, we'll see Juice gone next year and on to another team. I'd love for him to stay, but like I said, it's a situation of getting cheaper, because the next person up to get paid is going to be Mr. Kittle, and we'll get into him in just a second. But that's all I have for the fullback situation. Juice, Josh Hogan, we all know Juice is the starter, Hogan's the backup, but I'm pretty sure that Hogan is intended to be Juice's replacement if he can develop and progress fast enough or good enough to Shanahan's liking. And I'm out.